Hi everyone, I'm Taru and welcome back to my channel IELTS with Taru. Well, I've come across a lot of people, a lot of test takers, potential test takers who would like to, know or learn more about like how do they start with their IELTS preparation. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how to prepare for IELTS. What are the steps that you need? I mean, it's just a basic structure, but at least it will give you some kind of a guideline so that you can proceed further. So I'll be talking about things like familiarization with IELTS, the self-assessment. I'll be talking about the various resources, the practice, and or the study plan, and also some writing correction services. So without wasting time, let's get started. Oh, by the way, in case you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I have, in the form of short video lessons, I have summarized my IELTS journey. So there are a lot of useful videos and quality content. You can try it yourself. So don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. All right. So to start with, the first step is familiarization. What do I mean by that? Know what IELTS is. I have seen a lot of people talking about, I want to take IELTS, but I don't know much about it. So familiarize yourself. How do you do that? Go to the British Council website, go to the IELTS.org website. And the links are in the description below. Go through that, read, take some time and read. It's not just, it will not take you more than 5 minutes to go through all the things surrounding IELTS, but familiarize yourself. Why are you taking IELTS? Let it be clear in your head. Why? What's the motive? What's the purpose? Things like what are the types? So, are you going for academic or general? Because the question types vary in some of the sections. What is the scoring system? How it is scored? The band descriptors, the criteria, and the parameters, everything. And of course, what is being asked. So, what are the sections? So, there are four main sections: the listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And you can find all the information on the IELTS.org website. If you don't have time to go there, I have a video link in the description below where I've made another video which is totally focusing on the familiarization. So it has everything you need to know, which includes all these things which I just mentioned, including the modes. So computer based versus paper based. So it has everything. So link in the description. Have a go. All right. So once you are comfortable, once you familiarize yourself with it, the next step is self-assessment. Assess your level. Where do you stand? So for this, since there are four sections, so listening, reading, writing, and speaking, I would like to say that you should start with the easiest one, which according to me, in my opinion, is the listening test. So again, there are some good practice tests on the British Council website. Again, the links are there. Start with the listening, then do reading, then writing, and the speaking. Yeah. So there are free IELTS practice tests so that you can have a feel of it, how the test is like, what are the type of questions asked. You know, unless and until you try it out yourself, you won't be able to know. So this is that part of getting to know about it, but also a self-assessment. So do it under like exam conditions, as if you are doing one exam. Yeah. Again, the link is in the description below. Um, After the self assessment is done, yeah, you have your scores with you. Then the resources. So by resources, I mean what or which papers, which books, which websites, or which YouTube videos you should watch, the Facebook groups to join, the classes, and so on. Again, there's a lot of material there on the web, and of course, my advice is please stick to authentic material, which is the one published by Cambridge. Yeah, the Cambridge books, I mean. So again, I have a list of all the resources. So I have mentioned about the sample tests from not only official IELTS website but other good websites, sample speaking tests, the videos, YouTube channels, and the writing correction services. So because writing happens to be well, one of the sections, but it is an important part of IELTS testing. So there are two writing correction services. One is by Free IELTS with Joy. She has this writing. She offers this service, the writing correct, not writing correction, but she helps students. She has an academy she has an academy of her own. So she helps students to score a band 7 plus. Yeah. And then there is also this one, the My IELTS guide. So the links are there again in the description. Go through them, books, websites, YouTube videos. And if you have any questions, please ask in the comment. Please mention whatever doubts or questions you have. You can ask, like, if you want to know more about these. Yeah. And of course you have these authentic, this is the most, this one, the white book over here, it's the official Cambridge books, also these sets. So these are easily available on Amazon, the hard copy, and of course I think the soft copy as well. But if you Google, you will find practically everything. For my test I use this white one, and I joined this Facebook group called IELTS Tips and Tricks. Wonderful group. So the group, how I will just tell you how it works. So for the writing task two, in academic as well as in general, there are two tasks. There are two tasks. In academic, task one is like you have to describe a diagram or a flow chart, and the task two is essay. Whereas in general, there is again the task one, which is a letter, formal, informal, or semi formal, and the task two is essay. Now, in this particular Facebook group, the IELTS tips and tricks, what you do, you can post your tasks like task one or task two and ask the mentors for the assessment. Now, the mentors in these group are really, really nice. They are, I mean, their feedback has helped me. So I'm sure it will also help you. And it may take time because it's like, if you see the group size, it's a large group. So, but the feedback is worth the wait, guys. So join this group, have a look at the model essays, how they are framed, and the structure, the types, and the feedback given. Yeah. And then, so join this group, and this is a gold mine, I would say, a treasure. All right. So resources done. Yeah. um then I have to say practice, and practice under exam conditions. By that I mean the timings. So like, in the real tests, it starts with listening, followed by reading, and eventually writing. Speaking can happen on the same day, or depending upon the choice given when you book the exam. So it can be like 7 days before or 7 days after the, or on the same day of the listening, reading, and writing test. So practice under exam conditions, like the timings for that, strictly follow that. Wear a face mask, because in my case it was mandatory, so I have to wear it throughout. And by practicing, I also mean that no more mistakes. So for example, if you are doing a listening test, don't just keep on practicing, because practice without knowing where you stand is a total blunder. It's useless, actually. Practice will make progress, unless you know where, what your mistakes are and what you have to improve. So quickly, like if you're doing a listening test, do the test, and then go back and check the answers, and check where did you go wrong, what were your mistakes. Make a note of them, and then next time when you do, keep those mistakes in mind, and simple, of course, try not to repeat them. But this step is something which I have seen most of the test takers don't do. They are just like, oh, I cannot, my score is not coming in listening. What do I do? And I hear a lot of these questions, and the general advice which is given is like, practice is the key. I completely agree that practice is the key, but what is the point of practicing if you don't know what your mistakes are? Where do you have to improve? Where do you have to put more effort? So this is really, really, really important, guys. So please pay attention to this and don't rush, like I said. So do the test, pause, look at the answers. And the best part with listening is when you are doing the test, I mean, after you're done with the test, the practice test, you have the tape script, not in the exam, but when you're practicing, so that you can, get hold of, okay, where am I going wrong, which is it the right direction, or for example, if there is a issue maybe with the maps, for me it was, and I overcame it because then I practiced that. And of course, with time, I improved. I scored 8.5 in my listening, by the way. So don't rush. Pause. Yeah. And of course, seek help wherever required. So for the writing correction, I already told you the two the websites. The one is with free IELTS with Joy, and the other one is My IELTS Guy by Mueed Ullah. Links are in the description. And then improve your skills. And by improving your skills, I mean the listening skills, like listen to various podcasts, like BBC 6 Minute English, this one, The English We Speak, lo.org. And there is also this one, there is a wonderful archive. This is the BBC World Service, the interview archive is there, the NPR website, NPR radio is there. So listen to different accents. Um, when reading, read, well, I read Forbes, Guardian, Scientist, The Conversation. So read a lot of articles. Of course, I mean, you have to have a good, the good comprehension skills, good vocabulary. You should have an understanding of paraphrasing, things like that. So it's really important. And for writing, I really insist you join that group, the IELTS Tips and Tricks book group. And speaking, of course, yeah, you can practice, immerse yourself in this English language as much as possible. Listening, and for speaking, you practice with your partner, with your friend, or anyone you can get hold of. I mean, yeah. Or you can just record your voice and listen to it over and over again, like what are the mistakes and things. So these are the skills which I just mentioned. And this is very important. Don't rush, yeah. First know your mistakes and then proceed further with the right approach. And then the study plan. Yeah, as far as study plan is go, this is like a 30-day study plan I'm proposing here. But this again is like a framework. It's not like hard and fast that okay, this is what you have to follow. But this will at least give you a basis where you can use and you can manipulate according to your schedule. So for listening, say for example, do like one test a day for 30 days. Of course, then know your mistake, note them down, and improve your skills, like I mentioned before. Reading goes the same. I mean, you can do like one, maybe like if not one test a day, like if not seven tests in a week, but at least try to do four. Start with four tests a week to five, and it depends upon how much time do you have, right? And then for writing two times a week, I would say get it assessed, the writing correction services, which I told. But before that, join that group and read. Read a lot. Read not only articles, but also the model essays to get used to get the hang of, what IELTS writing is all about. And if not writing essays, at least start with writing ideas for the essays. Yeah. Then speaking on a daily basis, you can watch videos on speaking. There are a lot of good videos, guys. If you just Google like this one, the IELTS speaking videos, and by BBC, just type in there, you will get, or British Council, sorry. There are some good videos, so you will get to know, like, what are what things are required or how they speak and the speaking requirements. So I think this is it for now. And of course, when you are confident, so book your exam. Well, with some people it is like they book their exam and then they study plan, then they plan their studies around it. But some people, they are like, first they want to reach up to certain level and then they are like, okay, now is the time to book. So it's totally up to you, but do it when you are confident. All right. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope that you liked the video. And if you have any questions, please do mention them in the comment section below. The links are there. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. And I hope that you will, yeah, start preparing. And I hope this was, at least this will give you some kind of a direction in which you have to go, instead of joining so many Facebook groups, joining WhatsApp groups, and watching all those videos. Just focus, go through these links, check them, and see what fits your requirement, and then start preparing. So, good luck with your preparations, and I see you next time. Bye bye.